What feels cold outside to us is likely unbearable for some New Mexicans who call the streets home. As winter closes in, the federal government is reporting an 18% drop in New Mexico's homeless population since 2010. Just under 3,000 homeless New Mexicans. But our Caleb James took a closer look at that number today. And Caleb, what did you find?
We'll look closely, Nicole, at that number, that 3,000, and it starts to raise a few questions. APS alone reports that they served 6,000 homeless students in the district alone in 2011. And some local advocates say fewer folks may be out on the streets, but those numbers from Housing and Urban Development may not show the whole picture.
The world can be a scary place, even when you have somewhere to call home.
There's so many different reasons why people are homeless.
Michelle Cias has a lot of room in her heart for New Mexico's homeless.
It varies from drug addiction to alcoholism to life crisis.
Understanding for those less fortunate is what Michelle teaches her son, Zach. But it's an education he's experienced firsthand for most of his young life.
It was scary because we have my son and my wife out there. And
this is Michelle's husband and Zach's dad, Richard.
Running from one area to the next just to get something to eat and find some place to stay. It takes up your whole day.
This seemingly typical Albuquerque family has been homeless for months, living at the Joy Junction homeless shelter. The shelter says numbers from HUD putting New Mexico's homeless population at just 2,816 don't tell the whole story, especially when Albuquerque Public Schools reports serving 6,000 homeless kids in 2011 alone. Joy Junction gets worried when the stats seem skewed, especially as temperatures take a dive and more families need help.
For the resources.
Richard Cias says he moved his family to New Mexico because of limited resources in California. Here, he can stay with his family while he receives addiction treatment.
But there's a lot of help here. Just, some people want it, some people don't.
And Joy Junction administrators tell us that there has never been a greater need for support for the homeless community, certainly as it continues to get colder outside. Families like the Cias, we're told, often spend months in shelters before they can get back on their feet. And an interesting note about those housing and urban development numbers, we're told they're compiled by taking a random sample on one given day. Reporting live tonight, downtown Albuquerque, I'm Caleb James, KOB Eyewitness News 4.